Bobby, where did you see things turn around after what looked to be somewhat of a flat start? Where did it turn in the third for this group?
I think a few guys just kind of took over, being physical, playing fast, trying to get pucks into their zone, and then it was one went in for us, and I think we really took off with that momentum.
How do you describe what was going on there early on? Why did it look the way it did?
I don't know if I can speculate on it. I think guys are always working hard. I think it's just working the right way and being engaged in the game, and maybe we weren't engaged right off the hop there. And then we're kind of battling back all the way through, maybe second guessing it and not sticking to the game plan.
What was it like for you to score that goal, considering it had been a bit of a dry spell for Nylander?
Yeah, felt good. I mean, it's just if we can get one in there late in the game, that was the most important thing to win the game. So anytime I can contribute and we can win the game, that's the most fun.
What was said in here between two periods?
It was just our game plan. I don't need to get into it necessarily specifics, but I think we're just wanting to compete harder. We know that wasn't our best those first two periods, and we were just holding each other accountable to be better.
What did you see on the sequence leading up to the goal for you?
I think it just comes from the consistency, line after line of hard work. Our line specifically, John was getting in there, Robbie was hunting pucks, and I think we're doing that the consecutive shifts before that. And then when you do that consistently, good things happen, and Robbie was able to take it to the net there, make a strong play, and then I was able to pick up what was left.
A comeback like that, what does it mean to this group? I don't know, in terms of forging an identity or just learning something about your group.
It shows how good we can be. I think that third period is how we need to play all the time, and we need to be smart with our puck decisions, continue to work hard, and just be competitive like that and hungry and play with that desperation all the time.
What stands out about the way William was able to return to the lineup and have the immediate impact that he did?
Yeah, that guy's he's a gamer. He knows how to play in those big moments and contribute, and he did just that tonight. It's great to have him back because that was a couple big plays by him.
Does the third make the first two periods a little more confounding though, Bobby, that you guys were as bad as you were?
I think the takeaway is that our third was our best, and we got to look forward from there and take as many pauses as we can from that, recognizing that we need to be better off our starts and we need to be better through the second period there and more competitive. But I think we're taking away that third period and taking that momentum.
You guys, Auston, tonight?
I mean, just energy and passion, emotion. I think first two periods, it wasn't pretty. We just couldn't really get much going, on either side of the puck. And I think just the message was third period, let's just go work, let's get one goal and see what happens. And proud of the way we fought back, but obviously you don't want to put yourself in that position to begin with. So that's definitely something that we wanted to clean up right away.
What was said in the second intermission?
I just kind of said it, I
guess. Was that from the coach or the
I think it was from everybody, the coach, players. I think just everything from effort to the energy, the execution just wasn't good enough in the first two periods. And it showed the scoreboard, showed in the shots, showed in chances, showed in everything. So they're a good team over there, but I think get one and see what happens, and we're able to kind of roll over a couple shifts and get some good opportunities. And next thing you know, the momentum change, the atmosphere in the stands changes, and kind of get that momentum on your side, and never know what can happen.
Really makes be your goaltender that kept you in when it was 3-0.
Yeah, he's been great all year, but I feel like in these kinds of moments, these kinds of games where maybe we're lacking some execution, awareness, whatever it may be on both sides of the puck, he comes up big for us and keeps it close. So he played great for us tonight.
What stands out about the way William was able to return to the lineup and have the kind of impact that he did tonight?
Yeah, he didn't look like he's had really any time off. He's moving his feet, he's making plays, and obviously scored a couple of big goals for us. So I thought he was good tonight. Obviously a little bit of shuffling with the lines and stuff, but I thought in that third period we just tried to go work and make plays, and we were able to capitalize on a couple of those.
What do you learn, I guess, about this group in a comeback win like that? About, I don't know if it's resilience or just how do you see that, what it can do for this group?
I think it can give you confidence, but in the end, I think we're a veteran group. We've been, in situations like that before, and I think the message was not as much as it was great to obviously come back and get the 2 points and have have a great third period. I think the focus should more be so on the first two periods and why we lacked all those different things that got us down in the game and in the first place. So that's something that we'll figure out. But we'll take the 2 points and move on and continue to try to build our game.
What are you seeing from Robertson during this last stretch?
Yeah, I think just the opportunity that he's been able to have, playing top six, and he works. He works. He shoots the puck, obviously, like few people can, and he's a smaller guy, but he's not afraid to go to the dirty areas and battle, and he competes. So he's been playing great for us the last couple of weeks, and he had another great game tonight.
Did you see your group through the first two periods tonight, Anthony?
Yeah, I mean, it's not up to our standard, myself included. You look at 8 shots and, just kind of allow them to go east-west. And, we knew coming into the second intermission that, we kind of had to wake up and put our foots down here in the third, and, we did.
What did you see as to why? Putting the foot down was one thing, but the change that was made in that third, what did you observe?
I think it was just our tenacity on the forecheck, just our willingness to cycle the puck, go low to high. I mean, you look at that first goal, it's a nice play, neutral zone regroup, right to tone, and, the third and fourth goals were just, guys going to the net and just going low to high and making it tough on them and their goalie. And, I think when we do that, we're a hell of a hockey team, and to be able to score 4 goals in 1 period on that team. I mean, they've been clicking all year, and gave us a nice little push at the end. But I think our willingness to just stay composed in that last minute. I mean, Brando with some big blocks, tone. So everyone chipping in. It was great to see in the third.
What was your mindset going into the third? How did you kind of reset?
I mean, for me, it's just you forget about what happened and just go out there and you try to make the next save. And this is a prime example of why you kind of just doesn't matter if the score is 3-0, 8-0. You're just out there just trying to make the next save and try to keep the game as close as possible. And that's your job as a goalie. Like some games they're not all going to be 2-1. 2-1 low-scoring games. Sometimes you're gonna give up 2 or 3, 4, and it's up to you to battle and just try to keep the guys in it as long as possible. And tonight I thought I did a good job in the third to try to limit any second chance opportunities that they may get, and just left it up to the guys up front to do the rest.
How would you describe the mood in this room in the second intermission, and who spoke up?
I mean, it was pretty positive. I think everyone, kind of chimed in. It was, we obviously we're big boys. We obviously knew that, we weren't playing up to our standards. So, I think everybody kind of just, decided that, we got to put our foots down and go out there and, as a collective unit, all 20 guys, we have to go out there and work hard and, just see what happens. That's why you play the game. You never know. Just throw pucks in net and, just slowly chip away and, come out of here with 2 points.
Did the coach come in and talk to you guys inside there?
Yeah, she came in and just, said a few things. You guys can use your imagination for that. So, and everyone else kind of just echoed. We, like I said, we're big boys. We've been around long enough that, we knew that that's not our game. And, we, just have to continue to play that style, that brand, because when we do, we're a hell of a hockey team.
You referenced that penalty kill. Just what did you see from Auston in that moment in the game?
Yeah, he's, going blocking shots. He's snapping draws back, just getting to sticking lanes and, disrupting plays. And like I said, they got some pretty talented players on their unit. So, for him just to be out there and make plays and just kind of lead by example, I think it's huge for us. You look at him, Willie, Bobby. It was a combination of everyone. Everyone, kind of played a role and a part in that comeback. And Calvary was throwing the body around, and it's just when everyone does their job, their role, and we stick with the script. We're going to win a lot of hockey games.
Does Carlo Block's part of that, obviously?
Oh yeah, I mean, last minute they're going. I don't know if it was Letang or Carlson, but they're just winding up, and there's 2 or 3 guys in front, and you just see him kind of just fearlessly going down. As a goalie, you absolutely love that, and kudos to him. I'm sure it doesn't feel good, and he's battling through it, and it goes low to high again, and lo and behold, he's right there to block it again. So it takes a lot of balls and courage to do that. So it's something I appreciate, and hopefully there's no bruises for him, and he's really good to go tomorrow.
When Kindle went flying through your crease there, I think it was in the third, you had a word with the ref after the play. Do you think maybe a call could have come there?
I mean, guys are going to come in the crease. I just kind of was chatting with them. I like to stay vocal with the refs and just kind of just ask their opinion on certain plays. Just see what they're going to allow and see what they're kind of feeling for the night. I mean, they had a lot of guys running through the crease, and I just kind of wanted to let them know how I felt. And I kind of once you get hit 2 or 3 times, you're going to kind of stand up for yourself, be a big boy, and kind of push them out. So like I said, they got some big bodies, and it's tough to look around them. So if I'm able to move them and kind of throw them off or kind of force them to get out of the way, so I'm able to see the puck, I'm going to do that.
What turned this thing around for you guys tonight?
We just simplified our game. Got after it. I mean, played terrible for 2 periods, so just try to do something right.
How do you account for those first 40 minutes tonight as a team?
What?
How do you account for the first 40 minutes as a team?
I mean, it sounds unacceptable. There's nothing more to say.
Where did you see, I guess, maybe some of those issues in the first 2? Like if you had to pinpoint a problem in those first 2, what was it?
I mean, our compete level was not there. Losing every battle, losing every puck, so that's what it comes down to.
How did you feel when you returned?
Oh, fine.
You see what your goaltender tonight, he really held you guys in when it was not looking good in the 2 periods.
Yeah, like he usually does. No, he was great. He's been playing like that ever since he got here, so big ups to him.
What stands out to you about the chemistry that you have with Auston?
Yeah, I think we played together on and off a lot through our time here, and built some great chemistry and able to find each other. So yeah, just keep building up to that when we get to play.
What have you noticed most about Nick Robertson over the last 5 games or so?
Yeah, his compete level, his skating, just playing real good hockey.
How do you deal with like the frustration after 2 periods? How do you kind of channel that?
I don't know. Just step it up.
What's your level of frustration?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was, well, I didn't think the first period was that bad, but made a mistake on the first goal, second goal, it's a bounce. But what upsets me is we come out in the second period down 2-0. You think we're going to make a push, and we didn't. And they controlled the whole period with the puck.
So what did you say to the
Well, it doesn't matter what I said. Like, I'm not going to, that's in the room. I'm not going to talk about that.
Changed in the third for you. Would you see the guys there?
Well, we just got back to playing our game, and obviously Willie and Matthews and Nye's line went out and did what they're capable of doing. That's it, and our goalie was good.
What do you think 60 minutes eluded you guys tonight?
I have no clue. I don't have an answer for that right now. Like I said, the second period, I mean, they got the puck and did whatever they wanted with it, and we didn't check anybody. We didn't knock anybody off the puck. And when we did get it, we gave it back to them, and they just kept coming back down our throats. I mean, it's not good enough.
How do you want shot blocks tonight, especially on another night?
Yeah, no, I mean, at the end too, Carlo laid it on the line there with the goalie out, a couple blocks. I mean, there were some good blocks by our D. They, did a good job there.
How do you want the group to feel about this game coming off it? What sort of emotion?
Well, you always want to feel like, and this happens throughout the season, it's a good comeback win, right? Like, guys played in the third and did what they're capable of doing and came back and won a game, and that's a good feeling. But, we have to understand that you're going to get down in this league at times by a couple goals or whatever, bounces, whatever happens. And it's the response that's needed to get back in the game. Now, we got that response in the third. I don't understand why we never got it right away in the second. That's the frustrating part, and that's all mental for me. It's all mental for me. It's got to be better, that's the bottom line.